Let me at him!
Well, there it is. Hello and welcome back. I believe this is now the 6th game between InquisitiveHawk, our Russian, and MXM.Foggy, Ukrainian. There's a lot of beef going on between these guys, and you can clearly see it from the games. Oh, time to restart that replay. Let's have a look at that health bar. Don't touch the screen. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Here we go. Wait. Wait. Now that's probably enough time. There we go. I think it's just a strange little bug. If you move this camera straight away, you get stuck with that health bar for like the whole of the game. That's a really weird little bug. But anyway, we have our human versus night elf matchup here on Ancient Isles. Ancient Isles 2, I even think it's called. This is a Warcraft free arena only map, and Warcraft free arena is basically a separate client. It's another client version of Warcraft free, and it's pretty good, to be honest, because they have basically no map hackers on it, or they have an incredibly zero tolerance policy regarding map hackers who all get banned and such. So if you basically want to play without map hack and with an awesome ping, then go to Warcraft free arena, because that's where you can do it, because you basically have zero ping or your own natural ping. As you know, the normal Warcraft free is an old game, and Blizzard back in the day, they put an inbuilt 250 ms because back then people had terrible connections. So they did that to make it more fair competitively between the players. So those that had like supercomputers wouldn't be able to just dominate those that had bad connections. At least that's my thinking on it, and that seems like it would be the most logical reason why they did that. Unfortunately, they never came back to Warcraft 3. I don't know whether it's a coding thing or they just never thought to come back to it, but it's like, okay guys, it's 2014 now. Internet connections are a little bit better than they were in like 2002. So maybe we can sort of get rid of this MS delay. So unfortunately, if you do play on normal Warcraft 3, I love it, and I feel like it's more natural because of the ladder. But you do have the hackers and you have the terrible connections. So that's the reason why there are quite a few client versions of Warcraft 3 out there that are separate from the natural organic Battle.net itself. Anyway, let's chat about the game. We can see Foggy. He's got himself a Demon Hunter first, so he's only really gone Warden once, I think. And he went Dark Ranger first in another game. But otherwise, it's mostly been Demon Hunter play. This is a good move from Hawk. This is what we like to see human players do. What did the Demon Hunter pick up? Claws of attack +6, tome of strength by the looks of it. InquisitiveHawk just doing some nice little harass here. This is what you want to do. One footman can just do an annoying little bit of harassing. Distract your opponent. You've got to remember that even if you don't kill anything, you're sort of wasting your opponent's APM. It's one of the ways to look at it is you're spending their APM. And APM is basically their concentration. So if they're having to concentrate on... Oh, also, not to mention that InquisitiveHawk can potentially still use that footman to last hit creeps and try to get the experience and deny experience. Try to get the gold and try to deny experience for the Demon Hunter as well. But yeah, you're basically wasting your opponent's concentration. They might mess up, they might slip up, they might lose something. Even if they don't, they're still having to move their wisps. They're not getting as much wood as they would be if they were being left alone. So just having one footman, if you've got the micro to do it, just leave one footman in a night elf base, constantly trying to search out wisps. You will waste a lot of time of your opponent's, time. It costs you micro and APM, but at the same time it costs them, and they're more likely to make mistakes than you are when you're doing that. And he's actually doing the same with his water elemental. He's actually he seeked out a wisp here, suspecting that it might be by the mercenary camp, and looks like that was a lovely move because he picks off he starts off the mercenary camp and it goes for the wisp. Despite the wisp being in probably the best spot it could be, it still wasn't enough to avoid being spotted by the dragon, which sees all. And Hawk now sees this Ancient of War, which is probably going to get one archer out before it goes down. I don't know if the wisps are going to be able to repair it in time, but Foggy isn't far away, so he might be able to keep this Ancient of War up because he has got his hero and archer to defend. He's going to maybe lose a Wisp or two. I think he can definitely keep this Ancient of War now. So this is actually going to work out for him. He's still got... No, maybe not. He still needs to keep coming back and repairing it. And if he does get to keep the Ancient of War, this is going to be hurtful towards Hawk and very good towards Foggy, because he's getting a lot of free damage here. Archmage taking a lot of damage. Archer's doing some good damage to the Footman. He might even get a couple of kills from the Footman. A nice little distraction there. Just keeps the Wisp alive. But not... Oh! I said not for much longer. I spoke too soon. He very cleverly builds another Moonwell there. That is top level play there. Just before the Archmage gets the last hit to deny the kill on the Wisp. Saves the Wisp. And it actually means that the Archmage doesn't get the experience from it. Fantastic play there. Foggy's very on the ball here with his Wisps. That's one thing I've definitely noticed from these games, is he's very quick to react with them. And that's obviously a huge bonus for a Night Elf player, is to be quick with your Wisps. And that's not a euphemism. Seriously. Just be quick with your Wisps. That's a genuine thing. He's just really good at sort of taking them out of the mine, putting them in the mine. Just his movements with them in general. He stops, he body blocks with them a lot in these games. Just very, very good. Demon Hunter stepping in there. A real risky move. He's basically going for it here. He won't be able to get out of this base. So if InquisitiveHawk can successfully block him off, there you go. InquisitiveHawk now actually has a successful block off there. He does lose a Footman, maybe loses 2 Footmen in the process, because InquisitiveHawk doesn't actually have much DPS to really hurt that Demon Hunter. And oh my goodness, he actually has the rest of his heroes. Oh my goodness, that's really, 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 really good. Oh, I did not see that coming. Fantastic play there from Foggy. Fucking... I don't swear often in this, but he's fucking brilliant. I did not even see that coming. I thought, okay, he's just doing the Demon Hunter. But he was clever enough to bring the actual Naga Sea bitch in alongside the archers there to actually put some extra pressure on the Archmage, which then had to panic, escape, and in the process of doing so, allow the Demon Hunter enough gap to get towards the Archmage, forcing the teleport, and then the Demon Hunter can teleport out. Now, both players kind of lost out there. They both lost this Scroller teleport, but I'd still say that was a victory for Foggy. That was freaking brilliant. Really, really good there. I mean, InquisitiveHawk, don't get me wrong, did fantastically well there. He successfully blocked off a Demon Hunter that was like only a couple of hits away from killing his Archmage. He did everything he could. He already had weak units. He was in a very tough spot, but really, really good. Rifle here in a much better spot here, definitely stopping the Demon Hunter from getting in that time, and that Rifleman will definitely take a few more hits. Footman will really be easily being picked off here by the Naga Sea bitch alongside a few archers. Good sort of range DPS. Demon Hunter trying to pick off, get an extra few hits in here on the Militia. Archmage, whenever he steps out of bounds, is going to be getting chased down by that Demon Hunter. Star for teleportation. Brilliant. Very, very good item in this sort of situation. You don't want to have to burn for a scroll or teleport every time you want to get back to base. So that means the Demon Hunter, boom, gets all of his health back. We can see double Ancient of Law. It looks like Foggy is going straight to bears. So he's not going for Dryads. And I would put this down. I'm not a pro player. I would put this down to the fact that he's had such a successful sort of game so far in terms of harass, control over your opponent. Your opponent doesn't have an expansion. He's confident enough to go straight into bears. Night Elf players, as we've seen in some of these games, might just stick to pure Dryads or get a decent chunk of Dryads before moving into sort of heavy bearage. But it looks like he's going for bears because he knows he can pretty much get away with it, because he's been so aggressive, he's hurt his opponent that much that he can basically skip to bears, tier 3, bears getting upgraded. We've got adept bears already, Dryads will come out as well, and then he can basically push his opponent completely once he's got master bears and keep his opponent stuck in that base. This base, you know, with the Fort Lightning as well from the Naga Sea bitch as well, she might be able to do some good damage to the Militia that might help to try to defend that base. So I think Foggy's looking to try to control his opponent here. He's been very successful with it so far, and he wants to continue that streak of control. Wand of Illusion being used here by Hawk, just trying to scout around, see what the opponent is doing, checking for expansions. A very good move there from Hawk. Just one Wand of Illusion can tell you so much. Invisibility Potion again from Foggy here. He really likes this, and we can see that it pays off, because he's going to basically get a secure kill on this Warlord. Who's going to get the last hit? He gets the last hit. Does he pick up the item? I think he did. No, maybe not. There's a Hellstone on the... unfortunately, I couldn't tell you for sure who got the item there. It's only a clause of a 6 there on the Demon Hunter. And that troll would not have dropped clause of... No, I think the Mountain King got the item, but the Demon Hunter got the last hit. Because the Mountain King's got a Hellstone, and that's the sort of item that troll would have dropped. He wouldn't have dropped some clause of 6, clause of attack plus 6, or Wand of Illusion. Hawk looks like he's moving in. He loves to bring his militia on these constant sort of aggressive attacks. I don't know whether he's ever sort of intending to tower his opponent. He's not. He doesn't, like most human players, they tend to tower. He merely uses his militia as a form of control. Both these players very good at using control, as you can see. Hawk, by doing that, sending those militia, basically says to his opponent, you don't want to fight this, okay, mate? You want to back off. So Foggy then has to back off, which means that Hawk gets access to the creep points nearby. So you can see the sort of mental sort of thinking that's going on between these two pro players. It's very, very fun to watch. Wand of Illusion stepping in here, Mountain King stepping back. What item did the Mountain King get? Pendant of Energy on a Mountain King. Wow. If this game can go on long enough, that Mountain King is going to be absolutely crazy. But I don't know whether it will go on very long because we've got bears now. Master bears. That sounds bad, doesn't it? Master bears. Foggy is master bearing it up. Yes, he is. And it's all over the place. Oh dear. Wand of Illusion on those master bears as well. So it is everywhere. And they're stepping in. This is a force to be reckoned with. This is basically when Night Elf is at his strongest. Don't get me wrong. They can get stronger, but he's got tier 3 now. He's got his tier 3 bears. The longer this game goes on, the less effective those bears and drives are going to be. That's not completely true, but if you can understand what I'm saying here, is basically what I'm trying to say is, it's the timing, isn't it? This is like the earliest point in the game where you can get those master bears and dryads. So the earlier you attack with those sort of master bears and dryads, the less likely your opponent is to have some sort of late tier 2 or tier 3 answer to it. So now's the time to strike, really. InquisitiveHawk doing some good creep in here, just controlling the map as well himself. Level 3 on the Archmage, Potion of Healing, Ring of Protection +2, lovely little Stormbolt there on the Wisp. Mountain King, he's got 268 mana, he's got a lot of mana in total because of the Pendant of Energy, he's got the Hellstone, he's got the Scroll of Healing, Boots of Speed, a very boosted up hero, and we've got Spellbreakers, Rifles and Priests, so your typical human army really, but this is a much nastier army right here. Foggy, currently at the moment, he is with the advantage. He's got Scroll, well I could keep calling it Scroll of Roar. Oh my goodness, 3 Sorks will be able to escape, but they are going to be nasty. I hope those Dryads do have Abolished Magic, so they can actually get rid of some of the slows that will inevitably be coming through. Now let's have a look. It's 53 food here for Foggy, who's now stepping into the battle. 53 food for Hawk. Hawk almost sees this coming. He's got peasants, militia, slash sort of tanking the damage, but as I've mentioned before in previous games, they almost feed a little bit here. Now this is a good creep jack because it means that Foggy's getting a good position here to basically get lots of mana burns in, potentially pick up items, and these bears are getting stuck into the fight. We want to see lots of Abolished Magic. Oh, Fort Lightning going off there. Demon Hunter has got a Potion of Healing, so he's still okay. Bears don't have any mana, so we've got to use those Staff of Preservations to keep him alive. Hawk using the mercenary camp very well, getting himself an Ogre Mauler, Troll Berserker, just to help bolster himself up in this potential battle that we're having right now. A bear almost about to be picked off. Demon Hunter getting in trouble, but he has got that Potion of Healing. There is Scroll of Rejuvenation being used on the Demon Hunter. So despite that being a pretty good creep jack, it does look like Foggy's having to back off a little bit here because Hawk reacted pretty smartly there by picking up Mercs himself. That's going to obviously cost him gold, cost him resources, but it does keep him into the battle. It does mean that he's going to lose less overall, but it does look like Foggy is still overpowering his opponent because of those bears being so effective. And it looks like with the Dryads, the Naga Sea Bitch, Frost Arrow, and the Demon Hunter constant quick attacking, that it looks like Hawk is in trouble. And I have said it looks like about 20 times, but I've got to say, it does look like that's the case. And the Rifleman, gets one last hit off on the creeps, sort of putting Foggy into a position where he's now in a situation of having creeps to deal with, and gives Hawk a chance to do some sort of mini creep jack. How much mana has the Mountain King got? Not much left now. He gets one Stormbolt, he picks up the item, a Robe of Magi +6, so not a bad item to get, especially to pass over to the Archmage. Oh my goodness, we've still got loads more bears coming in and they've got a lot of mana. There's going to be Roar, there's going to be rejuvenations going off. It looks like Foggy's in a very strong position here because Hawk is constantly losing more heroes. The hero that this Demon Hunter, you know, this Foggy has, is just such an anti-hero. He's got so much strength, so much power over enemy heroes. He's got so much dominance. It gives Foggy the victory. There is your GG. Very, very good game between the two there. But Foggy really, really took victory in that one through just pure control and dominance. Once he got that dominance, he did not let go. Hawk attempted to try get some dominance back using militia to try to hold creep points, get the experience from those creeps, deny his opponent, but it wasn't quite enough. Foggy with those bears, that Demon Hunter. Ugh. What a beast. What a beast. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you want to watch more videos like this, you can catch them at my channel, youtube.com/WTiiWarcraft. I'm pretty sure I've said it right. I don't think I said it wrong last time, but it is WTiiWarcraft, WTii Warcraft. That's all one word. And you can catch me at my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/Witty, WTII. So basically it's Witty something, WTII. Subscribe, like and comment if you want to see more. Share the video with your friends. It helps out, keeps the Warcraft free community alive. And heck, need more people watching this stuff. That's good. I enjoy it. I like making it, so yeah, why not? Anyway, thank you very much for watching. See you later.